Welcome to Mickey Doc, written and read by Fintan Harvey.
Mickey Doc, Chapter 2. It's a 9:30 on a Saturday morning, and I'm out of my bed and hangover free for a change. This really is a fucking first. The lads, Decky, Stevie, and Marty were all heading out in town last night, but after what happened yesterday at the interview, I decided not to bother going out at all. All evening I had to listen to my ma go on and on about the interview. What sort of questions did they ask you? And did you answer out loud, not mumble like you always do? I told her I absolutely nailed the interview and that I'll review what kind of packaging they come back to me with. Hopefully they don't come back with a cleaning bill. I told the lads the interview went well and that I couldn't go out because I had a date with a girl I met on Tinder at the last minute. I don't think Decky believed me, but he didn't say anything. He's good like that. He usually knows when I'm lying. It's like he has like a third sense or something. Marty gave me some advice. He told me that the last person he met on Tinder turned out to be a famous Hollywood actress who was out looking for a bit of rough. Actually, it wasn't really advice, more just the ramblings of a madman. He wouldn't tell me who she was though. He said it would put my life at risk, which was nice of him, I suppose. Stevie rang me when he was pissed, and I swear to God, in our 2 minute conversation, he must have used the word YOLO about 20 times. I'm starting to get a bit pissed off hearing that word, so I wasn't too bothered when Decky rang me this morning to come out for breakfast with him and Marty to talk about what's going on with Stevie. Next of all, I hear the horn of Decky's car, so I run out and jump into the front seat. There's no sign of Marty. I thought you were picking up Marty first. Decky points his thumb behind him. I look around to see Marty out for the count in the back seat, obviously still dressed in last night's clothes. I called around to his house and his ma said he was on the sofa. Didn't make it as far as his bed last night. He got up, walked out to the car with me without saying a word, then got into the back and fell asleep. I give Marty a clash in the head, but it doesn't wake him. I try a harder one, but as the car moves forward, I miss and my hand lands in a pool of drool that's gathered at the side of his mouth. For fuck's sake, I've got his drool in my hand. I wipe the drool on Marty's shirt. Oh man, is he drooling in my seats again? Here, stick that magazine under his head. I carefully lift his head and put the magazine under. All of a sudden, Marty's eyes open wide and he tries to bite my hand, but only manages to clamp onto my shirt sleeve with his teeth. Get the fuck off me, you prick! He's locked onto my shirt sleeve now, and he's shaking his head from side to side and making growling noises like a dog. I'm starting to panic, but Decky rolls up the magazine and smacks him in the nose with it, which makes him release me and fall back onto the chair. I swear to God, he's like a wild animal sometimes. What the fuck are you doing, you dickhead? You tried to fucking eat me. I'm literally shaking. Jesus, sorry man, I was having a fucked up dream that I was a koala bear getting attacked by a load of Mexicans. I woke up and you scared the shite out of me. I scared the shite out of you. Jesus Christ, if you've given me rabies or some sort of other ballymac disease, I swear to God I'll get you put down. Sorry man, relax. And my shirt sleeve is fucking soaked. But I'll dry up. I'll dry you up if you ever try to bite. Decky interrupts. Right lads, for fuck's sake. I give Marty a bit of a death stare, just to let him know he can't be trying to bite people whenever he feels like it. He stares out the window the rest of the journey like a wounded dog. I'll make it up to him when we get there, because beneath all the madness, he's an innocent sort of fucker. We go into McDonald's and I order 3 sausage and egg McMuffin wheels. I buy Marty his, just to let him know that there's no hard feelings or anything. We sit in the corner and the lads tell me the crack from last night. Well, up to a point. Decky left at midnight because of his match today, and Marty can't remember past 11 p.m. They tell me that Laura Dillon was pissed off that I wasn't there, and she tried to get off with Stevie just to make me jealous. You see, Laura Dillon's a girl I went with last year, and when I say went with, I mean we did it. As in the dirty deed, if you know what I mean. We had sex. I went out with her a few times after that until I realised she was actually nuts when she started appearing everywhere I was. She told me that she has a feeling something's bad's going to happen to me and she has to be there to protect me. I must have some sort of scent for attracting psychos. Kinda like the Lynx ad that attracts hot women, I attract nut jobs. Decky does a pretty good impression of her, I must say. He opens his eyes really wide and talks with a really deep voice. Tell Mickey Doc that I won't be waiting around for him forever. I've already given the best years of my life to him and this is the thanks I get. I'm better than that. Me and Marty are at stitches laughing. Then Marty goes, you better like rabbit stew because she's boiling up the ingredients. The two of them laugh their heads off, but I just pretend to laugh because I really don't get it. That happens more often than you'd think. I need to change the subject because when I was seeing Laura Dillon for those couple of weeks, I might have told her some stuff that I've never told me mates. Like about me wanting to be a singer and that I dedicate my first number one to her, blah blah blah. She always tries to push me about going on the X Factor. It's kind of nice that she believes in me, even though she's off her rocker. I asked him, what's the crack about Stevie now then? Marty seems pleased that somebody is almost worse than him. He threw up all over the place in the metro last night and he looks like shite, man. And that's coming from Marty. He continues, I know we all love our drink and all, but Stevie isn't Stevie these days. I don't even know what he's going on about anymore. He just fucking waffles half the time about nothing. Again, this coming from Marty of all people. He's obviously not dealing well with his parents breaking up. His dad being his first role model, the guy he looked up to his whole life, ends up breaking the heart of his mother, who is of course the first woman that Stevie ever loved. You see, sometimes this mad fucker can totally surprise you and come out with stuff that's deep and meaningful. Me and Decky are listening to him with our mouths open. He probably feels lonely and understandably disillusioned about life, and I'm pretty sure he's somehow blaming himself for what's happened. But we both know these moments of clarity don't last long. I think we need to take him to the woman who lives at the end of my street. She does exorcisms, kind of like witch doctor stuff. I'm sure she could reprogram Stevie and get him back. We could even add in a few extra martial arts moves like the way they did in the Matrix. And he's back. Told you, doesn't last long. I knew he spent too much time with a witch at the bottom of his road. But I think we need to talk about his man Dad. Neither of them wants to give out to Stevie. Obviously they're both feeling guilty and trying to keep him on side. They just need to sit him down and chat with him, tell him everything's going to be alright and reassure him that they're both still there for him. This is why Decky's the brains of the operation. Now, what do you say about calling round up to his dad first and see what he has to say? Fuck, Stevie's dad's never really liked me. At least I don't think he does. Stevie always said he was just winding me up, but I can never tell. As I said, I had a bit of a thing for Stevie's ma, and his dad caught on to it. He always slags me about it and tells me he'll knock my head in if I try anything. Then laughs. It's hard to know if he's serious or not though. I go, maybe you two should go up on your own. That apartment he lives in can't be too big. It's bound to be crowded with all of us there. Decky knows I'm lying as usual. You just don't want to go, Mickey, because his old boy always winds you up and you always take the bait. He's a wind-up merchant. He just picks on you because you take it all to heart. I'm not afraid of him though. I just wouldn't hit somebody twice my age. You'll be hitting nobody. Look, I'll pick you both up at 4 o'clock when I get back from my match. Marty, you get yourself a few hours kept, man, because you look like shit. No offence. And Mickey, you just calm yourself. His old boy is pretty sound, really. We get up to leave and Marty whispers to me, if you need a few martial arts moves yourself, I could get Miss O'Hagan to say a few spells over you. I'll get it at mates rates and all. I just shake my head at Marty, but I must remember to Google later if witches are actually real. Decky drops me home first. My ma and dad are just putting their coats on before they go out. Where are you two going? I'm dropping your ma up at town, then I'm meeting the lads and the bookies, then I'm going to the match. What sort of form's Decky in anyway? Same form he's always in. He's grand. It's turning into a fucking obsession. Did you tell him what I told you to tell him about tracking back more? He already has a fucking coach. I don't think he needs another one. A few tips from an old pro never hurt anyone, and you watch your mouth, boy. My ma opens the front door and sees that it's pissing from the heavens. Oh, for Jesus' sake, John, it's lashing out there. Well, I can't control the fucker weather, you know. Aye, but you've parked the car halfway down the bloody road, I'll get drenched. Well, it's not my fault that Polish fella next door has all his mates around and takes up all the spaces. Give me the umbrella and I'll go down and get the car. Bring it up and collect you. No, I'm going to need the umbrella to get from the front door to the car. Do you know how long it took me to get this hair right? And you said you were going to talk to the next door about leaving a space for us. You nearly think you're afraid of them or something. I'm hardly. I just wouldn't go hitting boys half my age. He can be pathetic sometimes. He throws his jacket over his head and runs down the road to get the car. A few minutes later he's back and my ma pops up the umbrella and manages to nearly take my eye out. Right, I'm away, so make sure if you go out that everything's switched off and all the doors are locked. I came back last week and the place was lit up like Alton Galvin Hospital, nobody in. And make sure you let the dog out to go to the toilet after the rain stops. The mutt. We wouldn't let her pride and joy get wet now, would we? My ma walks to the car holding onto the umbrella for dear life. I go into the kitchen and make myself a bite to eat, and the first thing I see is the dog staring up at me. It isn't wagging his tail or anything that it does around everybody else. It's just standing there staring at me with his tail in the air. I stare back at it. There's no way I'm going to get beaten in a staring contest by this little fucker. We're staring for at least a minute and neither of us has blinked. I can feel my eyes starting to get itchy. He starts to growl. He must be feeling it too. After another 30 seconds he blinks. You fucking loser. I do a victory dance around the kitchen while making an L sign for loser on my forehead. It might seem a bit extreme, but fuck it, he deserves it. He just remains there looking at me until I finish. Then, while still looking straight into my eyes, he just lifts his legs and pisses on the kitchen floor. You little bastard, you done that on purpose. I go to grab him, but he runs under the table. He's a Yorkshire Terrier, so he's small and fast. Now he's barking like fuck. I chase him out into the open floor with a brush, then catch him, making sure to get a hold where he can't bite me. I whisper in his ear, there is only going to be one winner here, sunshine, and it looks like today isn't your day. Then I open the back door and throw him out into the rain. It's still pissing it down, and he's not used to the bad weather, so that should teach him a lesson. I clean up the piss, then go to make a sandwich and stick on some One Direction. I'm belting out best song ever like a pro when I look out the window and see the dog hunched under a tree, shivering with a look as if to say, I'm sorry, you won. But I'm not falling for it. I'll leave him there a bit longer. What Makes You Beautiful comes on next. I swear to God, I can sing it better than any of those boys. I do a version of it where I slow it right down and it's just me singing it with no music. Laura Dillon said it was the most amazing thing she's ever heard, and that's not her being crazy. I sing for another half hour or so, then flick on the telly and watch The Big Bang Theory. It's funny how smart those lads are. I just wish I could get more of the jokes. I must have fallen asleep because I'm awoken by someone knocking at the front door and I noticed I have 6 missed calls on my phone. I was having a nice dream too about Cheryl Cole singing to me while I'm in the bath. Fuck, that's why I'm pitching a tent. I walk to answer it and stand with my body behind the door, my head peeking out. It's Marty and he's looking a bit fresher now. He still looks like a little scumbag though. Are you ready or what? Hold on a minute to get my shoes on. Decky's team were beat 3-0 today, so don't be mentioning it to him. Tubes. Right, we'll be in the car. And brush your hair, it's sticking up everywhere. This coming from the fella who's had a number 1 all over since he was 2 because his ma said it was the cheapest option and easier to catch the lice. I let her roar out to see if my ma and dad are back, but they're obviously not back yet. She's probably buying half a Derry. I threw my shoes on, then locked the front door. Fuck, it's still raining. I jump in the back of the car and we head towards Stevie's dad's apartment. Decky plays some crap music in his car. What's that you're listening to now? That's Bob Dylan, man. Who? For somebody who likes to think of themselves as a bit of a singer, I can't believe you don't know who Bob Dylan is. He sounds like something my dad would listen to. Actually, is he anything to Bob Marley? My dad listens to him sometimes too. And who says I fancies myself as a bit of a singer? We all know the crack, man. I don't know why you get so uptight about it. I get uptight. I'm not uptight about anything. I'm just not that comfortable singing in public or talking about it for that matter. Now, can we change the subject? Can we talk about those wild looking tracksuit bottoms Marty's wearing? Decky laughs and catches my eye in the rear view mirror and smiles. How the fuck does he know everything, even when it's just in your head? There's nothing wrong with my tracky bottoms. Dunn Store's finest, I'll have you know. Just because I don't leave the house like I'm in some sort of fucking fashion parade like half the lads in Derry. Marty, sometimes you simply shouldn't leave the fucking house. The banter goes back and forth until we pull up outside Stevie's dad's house. It's weird thinking that Stevie's dad lives in this shitty wee apartment complex on his own now. He's always been a bit of a big time Charlie. Flash car, dresses well, thinks he's a dog's bollocks, and now he's living on his own in this shithole eating microwave dinners every night. That should bring him down a peg or two. We ring the bell for him to buzz us up. Decky already got in contact with him to tell him we're coming over. He buzzes us up and we get into his apartment where he's there waiting for us at the front door. He invites us in and asks us do we want a beer or anything. He seems like nothing has happened and he's still a cocky fucker with his designer shirt and his Rolex watch. There's the lads and Mickey. How the hell are you, Zanoy? Marty and Decky both say they're grand. I just walk on in and ignore him. What about you, Mickey? Did your balls drop yet? He bursts out laughing. He's one of those people that when he thinks he said something funny, he looks at everybody else to make sure they laugh, which makes you feel uncomfortable until you pretend to laugh, because he'll keep on looking at you until you do. So what's the crack then? I take it this isn't a personal visit. Decky speaks first. We just wanted to see you, Jack, because of Stevie. We're not trying to pry into your business or anything. It's just we've noticed Stevie hasn't been the same since you and Donna broke up. Jack and Donna, that's their names. I was trying to remember there in my head. They've always just been Stevie's man, dad, and me. He doesn't look as cocky anymore as he walks over to the settee and sits an arm of it. Within about 5 seconds, he's gone from being this larger-than-life character to a scared-looking old man. He fiddles with his wedding ring as he speaks. It's about him going out getting pissed all the time, isn't it? He has tears in his eyes and the colours drain from his face. He looks smaller somehow. Fuck, I'm starting to feel sorry for him now. Decky continues as me and Marty keep our heads down. Aye, that is Jack. It's been 4 months now and he's been drinking every night and most days. Everybody likes their pints and that, but he's getting a bit carried away. We're just worried he won't stop until until he can't. Stevie's dad has tears in his eyes now and he looks around at all of us. Jesus Christ, you lads are good mates to him. I'm waiting him to say except Mickey, but he doesn't. I'm sure you all know I fucked up big time and that's why his ma chucked me out. I was feeling shit about getting older and I let myself get carried away. That's no excuse though. I let myself down and I let my family down and my son's turning into an alco. Decky is the only one of us who can speak. You need to start getting tougher with him, Jack. If Stevie thinks he can get away with it, he'll just keep going. He thinks he's punishing you as much as anything. You can't be held over your actions forever, and he needs his dad there for him. Talk to him. Stevie's dad is literally crying now. I feel like I'm on an episode of Oprah. Everybody has tears in their eyes, me included. I will, lads, I will. I didn't want to believe things had got so bad. I just thought he was in a bit of a bender. It is just a bit of a bender, and he'll snap out of it. Just do your best, man, and if you need us or anything, you have my number now. We all care and we're here to help. He puffs out his chest again, wiping his eyes, and stands up. Right, fuck that. It's time for me to get my son back into shape again, and maybe try to get my family back together. That's the spirit. All is not lost. Decky should have his own talk show. He's amazing with things like this. Cheers, lads. You're a good bunch, hey? Even you, Mickey. As we pull away, I look back at Stevie's dad and he gives me the middle finger, then smiles. I just smile and give him the middle finger back. It's probably the nicest moment I've ever had with a man. I arrive back at the house and tell the lads to text me and let me know where they're heading tonight. I walk up to the path to the house and I can see my ma and dad are back. As soon as I get to the door, my ma opens it like a psycho and asks me where the fuck I was. Fuck, did I leave the lights on again? I was out with the lads. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? The big deal is, sunshine, that you left that poor wee dog out in the rain, the freezing cold, while you were out with your mates. The poor thing almost died. We get home to find her lying under a bush, shaking and whimpering and all soaked right through. I swear to God, if she catches pneumonia and dies, you may look for somewhere else to live. She? Fuck, I always thought it was a he dog. I look into the living room and it's wrapped up in a towel in front of the fire with my dad sitting beside it, just staring at it. He doesn't even look up at me. Sorry, look, I let it out for a piss when it stopped raining and it was running around enjoying itself, so I just left it for a while. It seemed to be having fun. Then I forgot all about it and Decky called and I never even minded it was out there. Jesus, Mickey, you know how much that thing cost and you know your ma would be gutted if anything happened to it. Just be more fucking careful in future, right? I start heading up the stairs. He shouts up behind me. Oh, and another thing. That wee girl, Laura Dillon, called a while ago and left you an envelope. It's sitting up in your bed. What the fuck? I thought she had stopped coming to the house. Is this another love letter? I swear to God, I'm going to scream. I open the envelope and inside is a form with a huge X in the front. The hairs in the back of my neck and arms stand up and I realise what the X is all about. It's an X Factor application form.